Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Just Keep Swimming 1111. If you're new, please welcome. If you guys are old soul fam, you know the deal. This is going to be something new. I told you guys I would be doing something new a few months ago. It's been a while till I felt prepared enough to go ahead and start. But this has been a burden and a calling on my heart for about 10 years now. I feel this particular setting and this particular topic is something I was created to do. So, for those of you that are new, I am a intuitive tarot card reader, but I'm also a human. A human who's been through quite a bit of things. I'm a human who feels just like you. And I'm someone that has a pretty good insight into the heart and into your feelings behind the mask. So this topic today is going to be one that's going to probably hit home for a few people. In the future, I would like you guys to please leave comments of specific topics you would like to discuss. I'm going to have a session like this about once a week from now on. And it's going to be relationship matters. But with every relationship comes the relationship you have with yourself. So sometimes we need to sit down and talk about that. I am definitely an advocate for, I guess my right words I would want to say is not pushing relationships to stay together, but a person that can help you work through the issues so you can stay together, and at the very least, see the other person's perspective. So anyways, I'm going to dive in today on what's going on with your heart. Everyone that watches my channel, usually religiously, thank you all for being here, is someone that is generally having a heartache, someone that genuinely loves somebody, and they're having a hard time receiving love in return or understanding how the other person feels because the communication is not there. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here on my channel, would you? Other people that watch my channel, you're just exploring your gifts, following your intuition, learning about things that help you find your way on your spiritual journey and path. And God has led you here. So we're going to talk today about your relationships. And I guess the best way to open this up, since I don't really have a client in front of me, I'm going to pull a few cards, just 3 of them. I'm going to ask Spirit to guide me, and whoever's watching, if this hits home, that will be the topic for the reading, for this video session. Let's see what's happening. What is the energy, please? So we have hard work for one, Virgo energy. Let's see what's going on with this person. Give me 3 cards, Lord. I just need 2 more. Guide my hands in this video. Something hidden, something dark, something hidden and something dark, something old. Bottom of the deck is the Tower. It's how Spirit works with me all the time. I love you, Spirit. Thank you for being here. I just want to give a moment before we jump into this topic and give my thanks to Spirit. Spirit, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for guiding us all on this journey. Be with us here now in this room. You said where 2 or more come in your name, you will be here. I feel your presence. I know you're here. Guide me in this message to touch a heart and maybe, possibly, help heal one. Okay. So there's something very ancient and old that has happened to someone here with the Tower card. This destroyed you. This crushed you. This took something away from you many years ago. The 8 of Pentacles means you've been trying to avoid this for years. There's been something you've had buried deep inside. No one can see behind this door. There's a door. There is a door. Take a moment and take a breath and see who's behind this door. I see a child behind this door. I see a child that feels alone, not looked at, not paid attention to, an afterthought. A child that once felt the rays of sunshine on their face. A child that once felt they lit up the room when their parents saw them. A child that once felt life couldn't be any better. A beautiful child, happy. Once. But now, this child is hiding. This child is now a person that is mature, adult. I see someone that could be definitely over 35. This is an adult. This is a very grown person. You are the provider for a family. You always have been. You've looked out for your family. You've looked out for your parents. You've looked out for your siblings. You've been someone that looks out. Could be an earth sign here, strong Virgo, strong Taurus, Scorpio could be who you're dealing with in the present moment, but I'm more diving into your past. Thank you so much for your super chat, love. I feel that behind this door, you might have been abused. You might have been abused by somebody that you trusted, somebody that was allowed to be in your home, or someone that was trusted with your care. You were hurt and disrespected. You opened up your heart to someone. You loved someone. And this person hurt you. This has been with you in your heart for many, many years throughout your relationships. It's been in the recesses of your mind and in the deepest corners of your heart. It's affected how you've lived your relationships. Excuse me, I'm just feeling a pain. I've never been abused, but I just feel someone's pain. This is exactly why I didn't want to do these sessions. Empathic abilities are something. You trusted someone and they just completely destroyed you. This has been hurting you for many, many years, and you think it's gone, and you think that you're fine, and you keep working and focusing on your work and your money and your family and your duties and your daily to-dos and all of your things you have to do for yourself, all your responsibilities, being this adult you had to be because the adults that were supposed to take care of you did not. I feel like a home was shattered here. I don't feel like I'm tapping into an energy where it was just one person. I'm tapping into an energy where it was more than one person. There was a mother that did not protect you. There was a mother that was hurt. There was a mother that you saw hurt. There was instability in the home. There were nights you did not feel safe. There was a man, maybe even more than one, that was let into your home by your family. Your mother possibly let this person in as a stepfather. Some of you, an uncle. This person was trusted by the family, and you were not protected. Your mom was not protected, and that's another story. But this is your story. This is your story. And your story is, if you think about it now, it still hurts. Your story is, just because you've moved on, it didn't leave. You have a demon with you, and I don't mean literal from hell demon. I mean a demon in your head that tells you terrible things about yourself because of these issues of abuse. I want you to think of that moment, the first time it happened, the first time you were violated. I want you to think about that time. And as you start to experience possibly even tears coming down your face because you're looking back now in that door to that child in the dark, alone, no one to comfort that child. That was you. That was you. And you felt in shame and in darkness. Who's there for you? Who's there for you in that room? If there was no one there for you in that room, in this vision of a child behind this door, if there was no angel, if there was no spirit, if there was no protector, if there was no lock on that door, you have an open door right now of violation, and you are violated over and over again every time that the person you love disrespects you. It brings up those feelings. It brings up those pains. I want you to tell me how many of you have been told or thought you're unworthy, you're dirty, you're shameful. How many shameful memories do you have? How many memories and feelings do you have where you feel dirty? Do you have memories of feeling dirty and ashamed? Things that you can't face. There's a lot of them, isn't there? How many times were you told you were not good enough? How many times when you wanted to believe you looked beautiful or handsome, you were told you were okay, or it wasn't enough, or it could be better? How many times do you feel your best was never enough? And how many times do you feel that even if you gave it your all, who would notice? Who would care if you spent an extra 30 minutes getting ready for the day? Who would care if you were in high school getting straight A's? Who would have patted you on the back and given you praise? Maybe there's someone special out there that would have. And maybe there's not. Maybe you always felt alone. There was no one around you to care. Now, as you sit there and you process and you feel those feelings, it's not enough to just feel them. It's not enough for you to just release those feelings. It's about forgiving yourself. Can you forgive yourself? Can you tell yourself it's okay? Can you forgive the people around you? If you're finding that you have some heartache and some struggle in that department, that's okay. But you need to know that this burden that you're carrying is following you into your relationships. We have a Page of Pentacles, which is a child, an earth child. The Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. You were never given your due. You were never given respect and love and kindness for the works that you gave. Four Swords, you had to remain quiet. You could not speak. King of Pentacles, there could have been a male in the home that you felt ruled the house. Someone that controlled your home. For some of you, there was multiple men that would come in and rule your home because your mother would let multiple men in her life and rule your home. This man would rule your mother and your siblings and you. The silence of not being able to speak out, feeling dead. You felt dead. You felt that you were not seen. This is the energy of a mute child. You could not speak and you were not seen. You had no voice and you had no power. You worked hard year after year to recover from your tower. And I feel there was more than one tower. There could have been multiple times of abuse, some of which may have been blocked out. There may even be moments where you were inappropriately handled and no one was there to reach out to you and tell you that that was inappropriate. And you were unaware until you were older. As you sat there mute, not able to speak, not able to be seen, you noticed one thing. It looked like everybody else was fine. Everybody else was living their life seemingly perfectly fine, but you were not. Why did it look like your brothers, your sisters, your mother, other people were not being hurt in the way you were? Why? Is it you were in your own world? Did you retreat into your mind, into a place where no one else was? Is this why some of this blockage happened? You gave a great effort to heal yourself and try to forget. Some people may have even, I feel, not grown up in the church. I feel there was a time you were introduced to church as a little child, a very little child. But I feel there was a time, maybe after the age of 9 or 10, no one continued to care about spirituality. I feel there could have been drinking in the home, abuse in the home. I feel that your home was a very dark, covered place. No one talked about the issues that were going on inside, and on the outside, on the pictures, everything looked fine. Everyone thought, that family's got it together. That's a very nice family. But inside you knew that terrible things that went on in that home. There are times when you've reached out and you've made a phone call, maybe to the police, maybe to a neighbor, maybe to a grandparent or an aunt, someone you trusted. You reached out. They helped for the moment, but could they continue helping you? Could they continue assisting you in this family? No, they couldn't. So a temporary reach out for temporary help didn't solve the problem. Let's learn more about this Queen of Cups here. This is a mother energy, the mother of the home. Let's learn about your mother of the home. Let's see what's going on here. And the mother of the home. Where was she in all of this? Everyone has a mother. Where was the mother in all of this? Where was the mother? Judgment. Lover's card at the bottom. Your mother put her lover above you. That's how it feels. That's what it looks like. Rejection, 4 of Cups. Your mother rejected you and put her lover before you. You were not valued in your home. Where was your value? 5 of Cups. You once had a close relationship with your mom, possibly at one time, and then you just didn't anymore. I feel your mother went under some very karmic lessons that she had to process. There could have been alcoholism or drug abuse. There could have been physical abuse, just in a spousal abuse in the home. This mother did not get out of it. This mother put up with it, being rejected, feeling unloved and unattended to. This was karma. I want you to understand that you are innocent in this. Your mother had karma. Part of this karma she will pay for in the future for what has happened with the both of you. Possibly even siblings. But this karma was something drudged back from a past life. Ace of Pentacles. Right now, you and your mother have a new beginning. 10 of Swords. You and your mother have a new chance. You're trying to get along with your mother. I feel if you're much older, possibly in your 50s, you and your mother are getting along much better now than you had in the past. This is a very different person. The person from the past died. Your mother died in the past. The person she was and hoped to be was no more. She's been rebirthed. She's somebody new. But what about you? You're not rebirthed. You're not somebody new. You're dealing with the pain of the tower, of the suffering. What does your story tell? What are you suffering with today? What are you suffering with today? You have childhood issues from your past with this person. It's not enough to just feel it and let it go. It's about releasing. Somebody here can feel the pain and forgive, but someone has some trouble here releasing it. There's a mother that may be ill and may be sick and has trouble with illness in her body because she has not released the pain of her past either. Although it seems as if that person died to self and forgot the hell they went through, they seem to have forgiven. They have forgiven their abuser. Your mother may have forgiven the abuser, forgiven themselves even, and thought it's time to move on. But they never released. What is going on in your current situation? Heavy, heavy Virgo energy today. We have the Hermit card. What are you currently dealing with today? You're going within yourself right now. You're seeking answers inside. You know there's something inside you that's affected your relationship. You know that it's something to do with your past. The Wheel of Fortune. Now is the time to change. Now is the time to let this go. Now is the time to let this go. 7 of Swords, the secrets. What's behind that door? It's coming to you really fast. All of a sudden, you're going through a rush of emotions. Anger, sadness, fear, disgrace, hurt, suffering, pain. We have the Knight of Wands. These kind of emotions seem to come in and out of you every now and then. 8 of Swords. You have not let this go. What I'm seeing here is these emotions are with you, but they are not a constant in front of you. These issues only come up when you are triggered. The things that are triggering you right now is disrespect. If you are disrespected by the man or the woman you love, you feel disrespected because you were disrespected mind, body, and soul as that child. Even if it wasn't a sexual abuse, it could have been physical abuse, emotional abuse, neglect. Whatever it was, the trigger is the disrespect. If you are to be thought less than, if your opinion is not as important, if your ideas are below your lover's ideas, if your feelings don't matter but theirs does, think about those things. How does that make you feel? Triggered. It's not the issue with your spouse or your lover today, although that is definitely a problem that will be addressed. The deep-rooted issues are stemming back from these past events. And they're going to follow you. Sometimes this isn't just you that I'm talking about. This could be the one you love, the one you are holding dear to. Someone you care for very deeply could be experiencing these pains. And I do feel there's a level of confusion and you don't know quite how to get rid of this. If you're thinking back to the time that you've been hurt, think of how old you were. How does that make you feel? And take your time. How old were you? What were you wearing? What's that first memory that took your sunshine away? What is your first memory? I have a 3. I have a 10. You were very young. Too young to defend yourself. You were too young to stand up for yourself. As you think back of that age and what you looked like and how absolutely precious you were a precious, precious little child. You're beautiful. You're cute. You're giggly. You're innocent. I want you to think of that. How did you feel when it was taken from you, your innocence? How did that feel? Take a moment. That sudden moment, that dark cloud with the lightning, the tower. That moment. Take your time. There you were, bright as the sun, and then all of a sudden, the darkest tower. All of a sudden, your sun was taken away. All of a sudden, your innocence was taken away. Shocking destruction of your family. The shocking destruction of your foundation. Your entire world came crumbling down because every safety net you had was no longer there. Every wall of protection was gone. You were violated and unprotected. This was the moment that you had to become your own protector. This was the moment at that age that you were broken. Not defeated, not destroyed. You are repairable, but this is the moment you were broken. How many times do you think back at that moment? And I want you to process the next few years, how you tried to be better, how you tried to forget, how you tried to move on, but at every corner somebody was suspicious. You suspected someone, anyone. Now you suspect your brother. Now you suspect your lover. Now you suspect even your children. You suspect anyone and everyone. There is no one in your circle that you would put it past to violate. Now that you realize that there's an inner side of you that does not trust, think of how many times there has been suspicions. Unwarranted, just suspicions because of your pain. How many times you might blame other people for those hurts. Accidentally, not doing it on purpose. Not doing it on purpose. Maybe your daughter upset you. Maybe your son upset you. Maybe your best friend upset you. Maybe your lover upset you. And they didn't even do anything that had anything to do with abuse. But they made you feel dirty, unworthy, not good enough, unwanted, unworthy. You had no value. Your love was not requited. Your energy and efforts were unappreciated, and you were again not seen for who you were. How many times? And all you wanted to do was get mad and yell at them and get angry. Angry at that person for hurting you. Angry maybe at someone for something as simple as disagreeing. Maybe you were talking about something that you were very passionate about. Something you felt in your heart meant something, had value. And someone disagreed. Maybe it was your daughter or your son or your mother. Maybe it was your best friend or your lover. They disagreed with you. And all of a sudden, instead of just saying, they disagree, that's fine, they're entitled. You went back to that age that it just happened, when you were young, when this happened. You went back to 3, you went back to 4, you went back to 10. And again, you were that person that had to fight off that infiltrator, that violator, that came in to destroy you and hurt you and make you less than. You had to be that age. So when this has triggered you, you are now that person in that age. That inner child comes out. And instead of falling to their knees and saying, I am vulnerable, I am insecure, I am weak, I am hurt, I am wounded, help me. Instead of saying, help me, you say, leave me, go from me. I am done with you. You cut the ties, whether they are your children or your family or your friends or your lover. I cut the ties from you. This is generally thought of as decompartmentalization. Because when you were that age, you had to decompartmentalize your memories and disassociate yourself from that event to protect you in a mental space where you were not being harmed, where no one could harm you. No one can harm you in that space. And the only place you can go to in your mind today is by cutting people out and off. If they have triggered you, it's not that they disagreed with you. It's not that you felt unappreciated. I mean, those are little things. It's that these core wounds are still there and they will affect you today. These feelings of feeling unloved and unworthy and less than hurt you today. If your spouse disagrees with you on the color of the tile in the bathroom and discredits your opinion, it's not the tile. It is the fact that your opinion doesn't matter. You are mute, unseen with no voice. Your value is unappreciated and undervalued. That is the problem. It is your value, honey. It is your value. Before we even tackle your relationships, we need to tackle your inner child or the inner person that was harmed at whatever age it may be. It's a very heavy feeling. It's a very dark, heavy feeling, but it is about going within. Astrologically, when I look at astrological charts, I see specific things that tend to be an issue. for abuse, one of which is Mars in Scorpio, Mars in Pisces, Mars in Cancer, Mars in Capricorn, Mars in Taurus, I also notice that people that are born into this world right now with specific signs generally tend to deal with not always abuse, because abuse has a range. It can be sexual abuse, it could be mental and emotional, and it can be neglect. But there are specific signs that I see there is a pattern. Scorpios generally have a lot of that to deal with. Virgos have a lot of that to deal with because it's the house of enemies. You can have Virgo in your moon or your rising. Okay? I also feel Pisces has to deal with that often. Libra also has to deal with this. Leo also. But I will say there's one thing about specific signs that I feel it may hit home. Taurus, always the strong one, always the noble, always the foundation and the rock for everyone. Taurus, the one that takes the hit and the punch and the kick for others. The martyr, the self-sacrifice, the one that will sacrifice needs for others, to give a helping hand when needed and support when needed. The strong one that has a hard time with tears and emotions. If you ask a Taurus, how are you? Is your heart hurting, honey? 9 times out of 10, you'll get a no, I'm fine. And they are very, very far from fine. Aries. I'm just going to talk about every sign that has to do with this specific issue. Aries, you are the soldier. March on, chin up, shoulders out. Endure it. Fight for others. If you've been hurt, you're going to go and you're going to be a vigilante and you're going to fight for others. Generally, you can take this. You can take this and you can transmute that and you can be strong. The amount of pain that would affect the Aries is very buried, very, very deep. A lot of my tropical Aries, you're not going to resonate with much of what I'm saying about the strength of an Aries, and that's probably because you're a Pisces and Vedic, so I'll get to that soon. But the traditional Aries, Vedic astrology Aries, would be the strong. Okay? And you would be definitely more put together to fight for causes. After you've experienced something like this, you would fight for the causes for others' security. You would generally get into security or police work or military work, even teaching something that will protect others, some kind of security for others, okay? You will fight for others' safety. Thinking about the Pisces, this is very deep in fantasy. If you've been suffering in this and you're a Pisces, your mind goes there. Once in a blue. Once in a blue, you have an emotional breakdown. It takes you out, and it takes you out for days. You just want to be alone. You want to hide in the deep. You get into the deep recesses of these memories, and you cry, mostly by yourself. You go into deep thought about life after death, What's really out there? Where are my angels? Where's my spirit guides? Where's my protectors? Where are you? Talk to me. I know you were there. You're reaching out for a deeper meaning for what you've been through. Pisces will wander into the whys, whos, hows, whats of the situation. Try to figure it out. Very deep, very emotional. However, if you're in this energy, you're probably going to be way too emotional for anyone to approach you as a Pisces. If you are in this energy, you are suffering with this level of pain. If somebody tries to approach you in your abuse, they have a better chance of approaching a hungry lion in a cage. You will swim away. This is an escapism. Swim away like a little fish. Just go far away. Don't talk to me in this time. I need to be alone in the deep. Leave me be in my thoughts. Leave me be in my fears. Leave me be in my emotions. Leave me be. Okay, Pisces, we know. Aquarius, there's always some psychological, scientific reason why you were put through this kind of stress. There's got to be some reason behind this. There's some logical, scientific reason. There's some astronomical, karmic lesson you've had to learn to have put yourself through this. Thank you so much for your super chat, Natalie Perez, and the other person for $10. Thank you so much. So there's a reason, and you've always been looking for answers. This is someone that wants to discover your mother's psychological issues, your father's psychological ancestry and issues. The reason behind the madness is the Aquarius. There's a reason behind the madness, and you're the problem solver, and so you will fix the problem, and you will want to move on. You'll want to move forward, but when you do address the emotions, which you very rarely address, Aquarius, you don't know how to deal with it. Because even though you are a great thinker and problem solver, there is a struggle that you know you have, and it is handling your emotions. How do you make sense of something you can't control? My answer to you, Aquarius, is to let go to what is and ask Spirit to be with you. There is no reason. You have to feel it and let it in and let it process through you like electricity. Getting down to the Capricorn, honey, you have a very deep, dark, secretive mind. You keep dark things behind closed dark doors in the recesses of your mind. They stay there, and they are only opened in fits of anger and rage. You do not address these emotions or feelings when feelings are brought up, topics are brought up, emotions are brought up. No, I'm not going to open that door because I am in control of my door. I am in control. You have now taken the stand for yourself and became father, the protector that was not there. I am my own father. I am my own protector. I am the person that holds the key to my heart and my emotions and my feelings and my past. You shall not pass. But the only problem with that, my dear Capricorn, is when someone bursts through your heart, unknowingly or accidentally, somehow you let your love slip. Somehow you opened up to someone, or you accidentally found yourself in a deep conversation and you become triggered. That violation that you felt where your guard was let down, you became more mad at yourself for letting your guard down than the actual time that it happened. You become angry with yourself for allowing anyone to be there or even have seen it. Instead of healing and processing and moving forward, you also become a wall, and you block that person out for infiltrating your fortress. of secrets, your fortress of feelings. And instead of crying and letting it all come out, you become very angry. Very angry. Angry at anyone who dares even considering to go near your wall. And once you've pushed everyone away, once they have let you be, because your anger was very harsh, you are alone, as you asked. And there, in that dark place again, you're going to cry. And you're going to let it out, and you're going to be vulnerable, because you have the keys to this door. You have the only access into this area. So my dear Capricorn, you're going to have a struggle allowing people to come in with you to help heal you in your fortress. Because very rarely is anyone allowed in there but you. And if this is not you guys, keep in mind, this can totally be the person you are dealing with. This is their feelings. You're going to suffer in silence most of the time. The only time this dear Capricorn will break down and let it all out is with someone they feel completely safe with. And that's only at the point where they can't take it anymore, where the water of emotions has been built up so extremely high, it's overflowing out of the fortress. There's no more hiding it. There's no more keeping the mask on. There's no more keeping the door locked. The water of emotions is finding its way out of your fortress. Only then, when you are unable to contain your emotions, will you allow someone to be there with you. And very rarely, dear Capricorn, do you allow them to touch you or put hands on you in your moment of pain, because the fortress is still around you. You have a shield. Do not come into my bubble. You can be here with me and hear me cry at this time, but please do not touch me. First time here, welcome. This is a very unique, special reading, my love. This is about past pain, so welcome. Maybe you were brought here for a reason. We're going to go down to Saggy here with this pain. And Saggy, what I'm feeling for you is the seeker of truth. You are the healer. You are the person that was abused and becomes the preacher. You are the person that has been harmed and becomes the healer of others in their need. You are the person that is the forgiver. You are the person, Saggy, that will even forgive your abuser. You are the person that sees the good in everyone, even those that have possibly harmed you. You find it very hard to stay angry, but it still hurts you that you were violated. And the only thing, Saggy, that has kept you afloat all these years through all this pain is your faith. You have a deep, deep faith that this is all for a reason. It's all for a reason. And God will see you through, and the universe will have your back, and they will support you. And you will be stronger from this. You will be wiser from this. You will be the protector because of this. You will be the healer because of this. And you heal yourself and you heal others with love, my dear Temperance, my dear Saggy. You will heal them. And you will heal yourself. It takes time, because Temperance is very much the patience card. It's going to take some time, but you will heal over time. You will be the one that seeks out meditation, healing, Reiki. You will be the one that seeks out gurus and possibly therapists. You will seek out that kind of help, and you will persevere. And over time, you will be all right. Okay? Now getting down to Scorpio. Very much like Cappy and Pisces. Scorpio, you have deep pain. Your heart can handle the darkest of the dark. Scorpio goes to the deepest of the deep. of all water signs. Scorpio goes even underneath the ocean into the earth, into the core of Mother Earth, into the lava, into the magma, into the center of the fire. So Scorpio is here feeling the burn, feeling it, taking it. Scorpio, you can take a lot of pain, but you are the phoenix. You will die to self, Ten of Swords. You will let that part of yourself die, and you will be reborn. You're willing to let that part of you die and move on. The only problem I see with that, Scorpio, for some of you, you pay homage to that dead person. You visit that person out of mourning, out of grief. Even though you've died in the grave and risen again and you're somewhere else now, every now and then you go back just to look at who you were and what you've become, and you will shed your tears and you will feel that pain and you will cry out. But it's mostly in your head. It's mostly in your heart. You're going to cry out in your heart. You're going to cry out. And you're going to question all authority. Where were you? Why did I have to be my own savior? Why did I have to come down and die to self and rise again and be this thing, be this person, be this entity, be this energy, be this body? I miss who I was. I mourn who I was. I liked who I was before this. I am very upset that it was stolen from me, that it was taken from me, and I had to transform. I had to go through this. So it's not a constant anger. It's not a constant bitterness or stress or figuring things out. It's just you deal with it when it's necessary. You deal with it when it's a time for mourning. You will revisit it when it is time. And when you are triggered by the woman or the man you love, if there's a memory that creeps up in your head where you feel for a moment that abandonment, that rejection, that abuse, that disrespect, that undervaluedness, that dirty feeling, if you feel that way, you will visit that person again. And you will get emotional and you will cry at that time. And when you are done mourning over what was, you'll stuff those feelings back down into the pits of the past, into the core of who you are, and you'll persevere and push on. But I assure you, dear Scorpio, it's not dead. It's still there. And even though it doesn't seem to bother you, majority of the time, when it is triggered, you will know it's not healed. You see, there's more to forgiveness. It's about release. Forgive and release. The problem here with many of these signs is, most everyone watching, forgiveness is a little bit easier than the release, because releasing is losing a part of you. That's hard. Because you still love that person. We'll work through that signs as we go throughout the year with these messages, but Scorpio, like I said, you will be revisiting these issues and scenarios when you are triggered. So Scorpio does wear a very good mask. Scorpio does tend to wear the mask of all is well, but in the moment of being hurt or triggered, basically all hell breaks loose, and the core of hell, the core of the earth, the lava and the magma rises through the pit of the earth, under the foundation of the sea, through the emotions into the world that we are in now, which is one of the reasons they say Scorpio is so emotional and can be one of the most vengeful of signs. I don't buy that, Scorpio, but just saying that might be why they say it. You are a little fire and water. Just saying. You're a little bit of temperance yourself. So keep in mind that, Scorpio, if that core of your issues is not dealt with, it will explode like a volcano, and all that hurt and pain, like magma and lava, will arise out from the pits of your soul. Okay? And we're going to move on through these signs, but let's get to Libra. The unfairness of it all. Libra, a lot like Scorpio, you wear a mask. Libra is one of the signs that will put on a mask for everyone. Father, mother, brother, sister, friends, co-workers. Libra is not so honest. Hard to figure, huh? When Libra is supposed to represent Justice card. But this is the actual sign we're talking about here. So, dear Libra, in your moment of suffering with this abuse, you are wearing masks. Many Libras may even have different personalities. Unfortunately, during abuse like this, of which it is foundationally robbing you of very important parts of your soul, you're going to find that you might have unfortunate mental struggles. You may find that you are a people pleaser at times, and you may find that you are an abuser yourself at times. You are the person of many, many masks. You can be very loving and giving and fair, but at the same time you can be very judgmental and harsh. You carry the law inside you. What is right, what is just. You know that you were treated unfairly. You understand that it was unfair and it was unjust. And for you, dear Libra, you will cry a lot behind closed doors. You only take your mask off when everyone is gone, and you will let it out, and you will cry. You will suffer. Libra may tend to suffer from other abuses as well, such as eating disorders, possibly even other kinds of addictions, vices, maybe just drinking. Maybe it's smoking, just little vices. Numbers. Libra will take numbers. You find peace around many, many people, many, many friends. You need to be around a lot of people. Keep in mind, if Libra is not resonating with you, you're Virgo, and we'll get to that in a minute, but I'm doing Vedic. Anyways, Libra, you're going to feel that you need to be around many, many people. And I honestly just feel like the reason you want to be around so many people, even though you are suffering, is so you can wear your mask and be someone you're not. You can wear that face because you hate being alone, because it's when you're alone that you know who you really are, and that's worse. That's worse than wearing a mask. You feel ashamed and hurt and alone and alienated and treated unfairly, unwanted, and unloved. You do not like the feeling of abandonment because, in a sense for you, Libra, because of the abuse that you've had to endure, because of what you've been through, the fact that no one is around you, it definitely makes you feel like you're abandoned. And it's not that anyone's doing it on purpose. It's that you feel like no one can see me through my mask. No one can see and no one really cares. You might have to put on a show or show people that you're needing something for them to care. So you pick and choose when people can come in and out. You pick and choose. Libra, when you're suffering from something like this, you'll pick the days you want to go out and be in the sun and be around people, and you will pick the days where you want to be recluse by yourself, where you just want to be in your house, in the dark, doors locked, alone. No one needs to see that person under the mask. You don't want anybody to see that person under the mask because you want to make sure everyone realizes you're safe, you're secure, and you're fine. It's your happy face. And that's what Libra does. That's how Libra copes with this. Your happy face and your moments alone. Very on and off. Personality disorders could be an issue if it was a severe abuse. But that is Libra. Okay, so we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo, you in this stress are suffering from holding it all in. Virgo, you are going to suffer just like Libra, very, very similar with Libra. You're going to have masks. You're going to have the mask and the facade that all is well, all is well. You are going to have the facade as if you are healed and you are a healer. This is very different than the saying hurt people, hurt people. When a Virgo here is hurt, they don't necessarily try to hurt people. They try to heal people. And they divert their pain by focusing on other people's pain. Don't worry about my abuse. Don't worry about my suffering. Don't worry about what's going on over here. No, no, no. I'm sent here to help and heal you. I'm sent here to focus. What is your ailment? What do you need? That's Virgo. Do you need assistance with something? Do you need advice on your business? Do you need advice on your job or your marriage or your relationships? Do you need advice on how to manage your finances? Do you need advice? Do you need advice? Constant Virgo. Do you need advice? I'm here to help you. Virgo. There's something going on inside there. Why are you diverting your pain and looking towards everyone else's? One of the reasons you do this, Virgo, is because you notice. You're a detail-oriented. You're an observer. You've been through this pain and this hell, so you can spot it like a hawk because you are suffering from these ailments, these pains inside your soul and your heart, these secrets. Virgo, no other can spot things out like you. You're the seeker of all things true, just like this Hermit card. You are the seeker. You know what lies within. You're no stranger to your pain, but you keep it inside, away from others. You go on your own journey alone to heal yourself. You test out different things to help you numb yourself. You might test out things like medicinal things. Maybe there's a marijuana medicinally. Maybe there is a pills medicinally that will help you with your depression or managing suicidal thoughts. You'll seek out medical answers to help heal you and help you grow. In your suffering from abuse, Virgo, you're going to find self-help videos, the Tony Robbins, the Oprahs, the gurus, the healers, the teachers. You're going to seek out all their programs. What can you go out there and find to heal you? Okay? There's got to be something. Yeah, not everyone does pills. I mean, some people find other medicinal reasons, or like I said, programs. You know, the Virgo is the seeker of help. But here's the deal, Virgo. You don't want anyone personal to help you. If there's a daughter or son or a sibling that can help you talk about this pain, no thank you. You want to do it on your own. Very single. Very, very single, very independent. Virgo, I want to do it on my own. Thank you. I don't want your advice. I don't need you to tell me what to do and how to do it. Not from your inner circle. From the outer circle, oh, you'll take their advice. You'll take a perfect stranger's advice before you take anyone close to home's advice. And that's because you don't trust anyone in your circle. Because let's all remember, for all these signs, your circle's been violated. It was violated long ago when you were that child, when you were that page. So believe me, the home is not safe. The inner circle is not protected. And that's for everyone there. But this Virgo here, You'll seek outside help. You'll go even to far lands. Peru, Venezuela, Mexico to help the manatees. Europe to seek out all the different old structures and Notre Dame, and seeking out spiritual places, portals, vortexes, aliens. You know, Virgo is the seeker of knowledge in far, far out distant lands, distant places. Egypt, India. You're going to go out there and you're going to find that holy grail. You're going to find that remedy, that elixir that's going to heal you. You're dead set. You're dead set that you're going to find it. But one thing you have to learn, Virgo, through all your traveling and all your far distant travels and remedy hunting, the answer always lies within you. All those programs, all those self-help tutorials and videos and $300 programs to get you set up with better email systems, to get you set up with a better, I don't know, program to help you keep your files straight or your schedule clear, whatever it is to help you manage your life. All these little programs that you hide, maybe that it's that Rich Dad, Poor Dad, things to help your finances, things to help you grow a business, things to help you go to school, things to help you all the time. Keep your mind busy. Virgo, your mind is always flowing and growing, flowing and growing. But Spirit wants you to remember there's something deep inside of you, Virgo. Quit neglecting it. Quit neglecting the star inside your heart, honey. The true healing doesn't lie in the programs, doesn't lie in the medicinals. It lies inside you. And you will find that the only person that was strong was you the entire time. The only person that could protect you was you. You were reborn and reincarnated for a reason. You were meant to experience these pains for a reason. I understand that's hard to believe, and I'll get to that here shortly towards the end. But there is a reason for everything, and you will discover that truth. So I see you, Virgo, trying to heal. The only problem with that, like I said, it creeps up for most every sign that I've discussed. It's going to creep up when your lover triggers you. It's going to creep up when your son or your daughter trigger you. Anyone in your inner circle, maybe it's your siblings, best friends, whoever this is, you will be triggered. Only then will you discover that the root of your problems is really inside of you, and it has to come out or be healed. It has to be forgiven and released. There's a little bit more to this abuse than just forgiveness. That's not cleansing. That's a part of healing. But the releasing of this is what really needs to happen. And we're going to get to that. I'm going to try to finish up through these signs. I'm taking a little bit too long here. We're going to be going on into Leo. Leo, just very quickly, you put on a show. You know, you are the one that graces us with your presence. We are so blessed to be graced with a Leo's presence. Welcome, my king and my queen, to the chat room. You like to be honored. You like to have the attention. So you have no problem having attention on you. The only problem with that is, again, like most signs, you're wearing masks. And one of your masks is that you are 100. You've got it all together. You're going to teach people how to do things. You're going to teach people how to heal. You're going to be those Tony Robbins. You're going to be those Rich Dad, Poor Dads. You're going to go be that person that speaks on a podium about how to overcome things. You're a fire sign. You're a fighter. You're a perseverer. You show people the way and you lead them like a king, like a queen. You lead them and you roar. And you're the kind of person that's going to let your, how would I say, your abuser know what they did to you. You will confront. Even if you didn't confront them as a child, you will confront them in an older age. You will confront them by letter, by phone, or by person. Most of you by person, but you will want to confront. And you will want to portray in a very creative way what they've done to you. A lot of you might write a book. A lot of you may have some kind of outing, like a literal ousting in public with the family, you want everyone to know. You want to out that person. You want to make a show of it. You want to make your suffering meaningful. It was worth something. It was worth your suffering. You will have something to say about it. So Leo, true Leo, you will have something to say or do or leave behind because of what you've been put through. You will make sure the world knows what that person did. Very strong. You will let them know. You will let that person know, most importantly. And I would say out of most signs, Leo, you're one of the strongest. Very much like Saggy. You are one of the strongest, and you will... I picture you. I picture a lion with scars on his face. And I see that you've been brutally hurt. Your ego, your security. And like a big teddy bear, you're a big kitten. And when you get close to that one special person, that one person you trust and love more than anybody, you'll purr like a little kitten in their lap, and you'll let it all out, very emotionally. This is my heart. This is my feelings. Here it is on my sleeve. You'll be vulnerable. You'll turn yourself on your back, belly up. Here's my pain. Very open. You know, Leos are very open about their pain, but especially to the person that you love. You'll feel safe. And like a little kitten, you'll definitely transgress into that early childhood energy of how old you were when that happened. And you'll feel like this person can almost soothe some of that pain. And you feel very much like a child around your lover. You'll find that you feel very young with that person. It doesn't matter how old you are. You just feel like they can bring that person out. And that person is safe. Now, my problem with that, dear Leo, is when you get triggered by that person that you've opened up your heart to. Oh my God. That kitten is that beastly lion now with the scars on his face, or her face. Oh, and let me just say the arguments that will happen if you feel triggered and you feel violated and that you turned your back belly up to the wrong person. You feel like they have violated you again. Let's just say you're one of the signs that does not take too kindly to pain. Not when it's been drudged up from the past, from this tower. So if you ever do feel like your love is unrequited, like you are unworthy and unimportant, like the time your mother ignored you or did not protect you, or maybe it was the father that ignored you and did not protect you. If you ever feel like you are unimportant and unloved and undervalued, they will hear you roar, and it will be vicious. The words that can come from this Leo's mouth is as vicious as what can come from a Libra's mouth when they're not in their right state of mind. And it's from the hurt. In this case, Leo, hurt people do hurt people. In some cases, violently, Leo. Although I feel 90% of you are a big kitten. You won't hurt someone because you're a lover rather than a fighter. But in those rare cases, if it's severe, Leos do have that tendency. Also with Aries, you will have that tendency. You and Aries are very, very close brothers, can I just say, sisters. You're very kindred spirits. The anger that can arise, Scorpio and Leo and Aries. Aquarius, Capricorn, even Cancer. And I'm getting to you next. The anger that can come out of these signs is next to none, almost, except each other. So Leo, that is my thing with you here, with your hurt and your suffering. When you do get triggered, it gets ugly. And it hurts you. And you are a crier. You are sensitive. You are emotional. You are tender. Tender-hearted Leo, tender-hearted Leo. You may roar and scratch and bite, but underneath you just want to roll up into a ball and cry. and cry and cry and cry and cry, and you want to be loved and soothed and cared for and nurtured. And that's what happens, Leo. Now we're going to get on to Cancer. Second to last sign I'm doing right now, Cancer. In your abuse and in your pain here, what you are suffering from is insecurity. Cancer, in this process for you, honey, you will not feel secure with anyone. Your trust has been violated. It happened at home. It happened in your safe zone. It happened around your family. You were violated in a very sacred, protected place. There is nowhere safe. So the security risk is on high alert. High alert. Anyone can hurt you, anyone, even your own child can hurt you. I don't mean sexually, I just mean the emotions that are getting brought up. Because of your hurt from your past, anyone can come in and poke you, and that's it. That crab will go boom right into the shell, the hermit crab. There is a hard outer layer of a shell around the Cancer energy here. This would be someone in Vedic born in August, okay? But in tropical, July. You just take what resonates for you, okay? But I am speaking of Vedic. You're going to want to hide into your shell and retreat. This is the kind of person that is very easily depressed, very much a homebody, wants to be home alone. Okay, this person will let the sun shine in. This person will have open doors and open windows, and you can come visit me in my home. Where I know I'm capable of protecting my own shell, my own borders. I'm capable of protecting myself right here. But you get me out of my comfort zone, you push me in your home, or you push me at my mother's father's home, you push me into somebody else's home, you push me somewhere else where I am not safe, I will never let you forget it. A Cancer's memory will never let you forget it. Your Cancer energy, whether that's you or your person, will never let you forget by detail the words said, the feelings felt, and the environment. If there's one thing this Cancer will do, it's taking a quick scan of that moment and keeping it there. Cancer, if you've been hurt as an inner child, as a child, the memory is vivid. I'm going to say that one more time. Extremely vivid. You are very emotional. It will hurt you like it just happened today if you think about it. It will tear you down. That's why you would rather be alone and not talk about it and not have it triggered. Please do not poke me when I'm down. Please do not poke me when I'm out of my shell. Don't do that. They don't want to do that because you will pinch. You, Cancer, are going to go back with a vengeance. They should have called you Scorpio. You're going to come back with a sting, baby, and it ain't going to be pretty. Cancer, if you feel triggered by someone, you're going to get them where it hurts. And the reason you can get people where it hurts is because you are the surveyor of all. Very much like Virgo, you will observe every detail to the freckles on your person's face. I mean, every detail. You have a memory like an elephant, even though I hear elephants don't have very great memories. You'll remember something that happened 10 years ago with your lover. You remember what they said, how they said it, where they said it, and what it made you feel, and you're almost like an automatic movie screen. You can play it in your head. Click, there it goes, reeling. I remember what you did and what you said and how I felt. You'll bring it up and you'll hurt them where it hurts. Believe me, because you remember. You're also the surveyor of weaknesses because you don't want to be hurt. So since you've been hurt, you will from now on survey anyone and what is their weakness. I will never be hurt again. And if anyone tries to hurt me again, I will be the surveyor of their weakness and I will hurt them back. Never again will I be vulnerable without my shell. Because a Cancer that is hurt as a child, it's a very vivid pain. And you will probably suffer from drinking, eating disorders, also like Virgo, okay? Taurus is a lot like that as well. But you will be suffering from these things. over drinking, overeating, maybe under eating, okay? Some kind of physical abuse to your own self. You can also suffer from hoarding. This is hanging on to everything. You might hang on to too many clothes, too many shoes, too many pictures from the past. You know, you also find yourself drained of energy. This is very depressive. Drained of energy to where you just want to sit and stay stagnant. Okay? You don't want to move in fear of the pain that it feels inside you to make a move, even just moving. A lot of cancers that suffer from early childhood abuse, they suffer with diseases. Arthritis can come on quickly. Depression, eating disorders, like I said, alcoholism, abuse, mental depression is mostly just prominent with this sign. And I do feel like you're going to suffer because you are like a child, Cancer. You are the mother, but you are also the child. You know, the mother of the zodiac is what I mean. You are the nurturer and the lover and the giver. And the way you punish yourself, because you're going to blame yourself. A lot of Cancers will blame themselves for what happened. They're going to find some reason. I didn't have my guards up. I didn't say something. I didn't protect myself. I put myself in a bad position. Why didn't I run away? Why didn't I say something? Why didn't I punch this person in the face? You know, you're always questioning, beating yourself up. And the way you punish yourself is by these vices. And a cluttered mind is a cluttered home. A cluttered soul is a cluttered home. And you are cluttered with emotions beyond belief. Cancer, you're a water sign. You're going to hold on to these emotions. Unlike Pisces and Scorpio, they kind of repress that and bring it up to the surface when need be. You know, Cancer, you're really in your emotions. Your ruler is the moon. You're always emotional. I think you might be emotional very often about this abuse. It's just constantly with you like your best friend. It's like, hi there, Pain. Good to see you this morning again. Hello, good old Pain. Good to see you with me again. Very Eeyore, very Debbie Downer, very sad. Okay, very emotional. And that's why you'd much rather just stay put where you're happy, where no one can bother you in your misery. If you don't like it, stay away. Leave me alone in my thoughts. Leave me alone in my pain. Leave me alone with my bottle and leave me alone. Please just go away and leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. I'm in my moment. I'm in my zone. I'm in my home. I'm in my peace. Don't come near me, please. But Cancer, here's the deal. You love to cuddle. You love to be close with people. You are the cuddler. You are the lover, and you cling on to someone that means the world to you. So in a relationship sense that I find problems with here, the only person that makes this Cancer go is their lover. The only person that gives this Cancer motivation to clean that house, to clean the clutter, to quit the drinking, to quit the overeating, undereating, to lose weight, gain weight, whatever it is for you, the only person that can give you that motivation is the person that you want to cling to. And when that person triggers you, you go deep, 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 back into the moment where it happened. Now you're back in your emotions. In fact, you're living in a time, because Cancer, you are the one that stays stuck in the past. When you are triggered, you go back to the past and you stay there for a while. Some people visit. Cancer lives there. Cancer, you're going to find a very difficult time moving on with this. And the only time you've ever moved on from this is when you were married or had children. When your children are grown and gone, it revisits you. When your spouse is moving away or gone, it will come and bother you. This only bothers you when you're not preoccupied with motherly duties or fatherly duties, okay? This will only bother you then, when you are not busy with your nurturing skills. There you are. I'm not doing a reading general, guys. This is a specific reading for people that have experienced trauma as a child. So just in case you guys think I'm reading the zodiac signs for love or relationships, I'm not. This is a specific inner child reading for specific signs that I'm just kind of getting your channeling feelings from what you're going through from childhood trauma, just in case anyone's hopping in and wondering what is going on with this reading. Okay? So anyways, Cancer. You are an over-worrier, and you are a lover. The upside to you, Cancer, because you've been hurt in the privacy of your own home as a child, you value your home and your space. You value your security and your protection. It means the world to you. You create a beautiful home. You create a safe place. You have a comfortable bed and a comfortable couch and a nice place to rest your head. You provide sanctuary for those in need. You provide security for others that are hurt and wounded. You will nurture them to health because you are very much like the Virgo, going to heal people because you've experienced it and you know what it's like. I do feel that you're going to be the mother of your life. Because your mother was not there for you to protect you during this trauma, you've decided to go ahead and mother your mother. A lot of you will suffer with that. You'll feel like you have to nurture your mother or bring your mother back to health, or your mother was more the child in this relationship than she was your mother. And you were the mother the whole time. Or you were the adult if you're a boy, if you're a man in this situation in childhood. A lot of you guys, the boys, the little boys that were hurt at this time and as a young child abused and their mother did not protect them, you'll find that you felt you had to be the father, the husband to your mother. Because it seems to me like these abusers have always left. It's been an uncle, it's been a grandpa, it's been a stepfather. They've either died or moved on. They've never stayed in the family. And at one point in time, you've had to come in and be that person for your dependent mother. That is if you haven't abandoned her altogether. But you've had to be that person to nurture her because she's been a hot mess the entire time. She's been codependent her entire life. She's depended on someone else for her self-worth and never valued herself, let alone valued her children. So you had to step up to do that. And that is something that happens with many signs, but especially a Cancer. You will be the nurturer, even for those people that have hurt you. But you'll never forget, will you? And that's some of the things you're going to have to work through. How to forget, how to move on. And very hard for you, Cancer, because you do live in the past. And you hang on to the past, okay? But it will get better in time. And then we're going to lastly move on to Gemini. Gemini, a lot like Libra. You're going to find yourself mentally struggling. These are, I know people are going to say, oh, I know what you're going to say, bipolar disorder. That can happen in any of these signs, Gemini. Don't get it twisted. It's not just you. But when you do experience sexual abuse, you will find yourself overthinking, overanalyzing, and you're going to find yourself thinking about it often, trying to find answers and solutions to make yourself better. A lot like the Virgo, a lot in common. And why not? You guys actually have a lot in common, the Magician card, Virgo and Gemini. You want to create a better life for other people and yourself. You're also one of those that will be the self-help. You're going to want to seek out programs and self-help programs and counseling and things of that nature that can help you move on from this. But you will have struggled with a double personality also, which is pretty much just wearing a mask. You'll come off extremely well put together and strong and secretive about the past. And not everyone's going to know that about you. Not everyone's privy to your pain. Not everyone is privy to your secrets. That is your business. You're much more the gatekeeper. I'll let you in if I feel that you're worthy of being let in to my secrets, to my world, to my pain. But otherwise, you seem to come off very charming, perfectly well put together. Keep in mind, Gemini, you're one of the signs that will have suffered in your youth. I'm talking teenage years, adolescence. You probably will have moved away from home, a lot like the Virgo. Sun, moon, or rising, doesn't matter, okay? Moved away from home as a teen. Been on your own. Maybe experimented with sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever it could be for you. You will have experienced them. You may have experienced even being homeless. You may have experienced being taken advantage of many, many times to make yourself feel better. You may have experienced in some dramatic, because it's very bipolar. It's a very yin and yang with Gemini. That could be one person right there, and then another person could come off the complete opposite. Very dual. Through your suffering as a kid, you could also be the absolute opposite. The straight A student, the star football player, the star cheerleader, the person that goes on to college, the person that goes on to being a police officer, a counselor, a teacher, a book writer, a self-help guru. You can also be someone that speaks to a crowd and moves people on how to overcome hardships. Very dualistic, but those are the two masks you might wear, Gemini. Okay, and you're very independent, and that's why, like I said, you may have moved on as a young child, a teen, and because of your independent streak, you have no problem moving away, moving out of state, disowning family, disowning people, just separating yourself from the world you once knew, just moving on and moving out to bigger, better things. Well, getting to the emotions with your suffering here, Gemini. It is that pain that angers you, the unfairness, a lot like Libra, just the unfairness, how completely unfair that was for you to be put in that position. You think it would have been much better for you to put me in a home or send me off to family. Why did you do that to me? Why did you, when you had a choice, when you had an option, why did you drag me through the mud? So there's some anger and there's some coldness there at the reasoning behind your suffering. And you begin to think maybe I was just completely unloved and it was fake. And so from at that point, your triggers may be, are you fake? Is this person fake? Are they faking me? Are they wearing a mask? Is my child faking me? Do they really love me? There's that questioning. Do they really love me? Or is that a mask? Because you wear masks so well and you hide a lot so well, you really start to question the people around you when you're triggered. And you question their what do you say, they're genuine, if they're genuine, and you question how far their love will go for you. Or are they just somebody else that you need to cut out of your life? Are they just somebody else you need to move on from? See, with Gemini, it's all about the decisions. You're always deciding back and forth in your head, a lot like the Virgo, really. Should I keep you around or not? What is your true intentions? You're always analyzing these people. Okay? And you're going to suffer with that. Your emotions, when they do hit you, they hit you hard. They hit you at home. They hit you where it hurts. And you've realized that it doesn't matter how far you travel, how far you move away from your city, how far you get away from your kids, how far you move away from your parents, how much school you have, all the life experiences you've made and had. It's like you never really escaped it. When the emotions pop up, damn it, it's still there. And it's that, why are you still here? I thought I got over these emotions. I thought we were done with this. Dang it. Here you are again, crying, sobbing, emotional. Trying to process those feelings and moving on. You're a quick recovery. or you recover quick, for lack of better words. Gemini, you'll pull it together real fast. You know, you'll pull it together. But you'll be in deep thought probably for the week until you feel a little bit better. And you'll be fine until you get triggered again. So it's just one of those phases. It's those ups and those downs. So Gemini, you're going to have a little moodiness. You're going to have a little ups and downs because of this. And it will kind of find its way and creep its way into your life, okay, through all of this. Okay? I do feel like you're going to be all right, very much like the Saggy. You'll find the answer. Virgo, Saggy, and Gemini, very much alike. You'll find the answer. You're going to be all right. You're going to be okay. You know, I'm not going to say you're 100%, but you're going to be okay. You guys are going to be okay enough that you're able to help others, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? And that's what you guys have in common. The Saggy, Virgo, Gemini, you're okay enough to help others through this. Okay? So that's what I see with the signs. I hope I explained that well enough for all of you watching this about this childhood suffering. Kind of a counseling hour, but I took more of a tarot approach, more of a zodiac approach on what's going on with you. I'll get some answers on how this affects your life today. But the feelings that I'm getting is that your problems in your relationship are not always, and I do mean always with your lover, sometimes the problems you're experiencing are inside of you. Okay? Not trying to give anyone a way out on this. I'm just saying these are things that we all need to heal from. And we can. We can together. Okay? Let's see. Let me see what someone said. Sorry, this reading is not for me. Oh, yeah, it's okay. This is a very specific reading. That's why I titled it very specifically. So before people click on to the reading, they know, oh, this is a counseling. This is about something, you know, more than tarot. It's a little bit different. I'm only going to do this once a week, okay, for everyone. I'm going to pick up on different issues. If you guys want some issues established, please put it in the comments, different topics you might like brought up. I just channeled this topic tonight. It was what it is. It was my first one. And I just happened to so channel abuse. And these are for people that are suffering from deep traumatic childhood abuse. This can be emotional, sexual, physical, or neglect. And these are the issues that affect you today. So everything that I've been talking about is the signs in relation to those specific 4 abuses in their early childhood, okay? Let's go ahead and see how this is affecting your relationship today. How do these abuse situations affect your major relationships today? What is the core and the foundation with how you interact with relationships today? How is this affecting it for the people watching? Let's see. Okay. How does this affect people today? All right. Hope you guys can see that. Let me move this up just a bit. Okay. Typical Celtic cross. For me, anyways. It's not typical for everyone else. But, okay, what's coming in your future? What's coming in your future? Okay, 1 card. All right. Spirit, what do you see crowning these beautiful people? What do you see crowning these angels? These beautiful souls that have been so tormented. God bless them. What does he see for you? Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. There's a new day, everybody. A new day. Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby steps. You will heal every day by doing something for you, something different, something guided, something leading you to the light. This is a new year and a new day, and I think you are starting to finally take those steps towards healing. Okay? So let's see what's going on here. What are you currently dealing with in your relationships? These are your very intimate relationships today. Your current position at the moment is death. Scorpio energy, transformation is good. But let's see what's crossing you. The Fool in reverse. Not a big fan of the Fool in reverse, folks. This is the energy that you're feeling very dead inside. Unseen, again, mute, just numb. I think my best word for you right now is numb. So in your intimate relationships, whether that be your intimate lover or your children or your husband, spouse, whoever this is for you, even parents, you feel absolutely numb. It's like you were just given a shot of Botox and you're trying to smile. Not going to go over too well, just saying. And the Fool in reverse is like you want a new beginning, or really bad. But you're not done transforming yet. You're still in your cocoon. You're still in your shell. Transformation is coming. The Phoenix rising is coming. In Scorpio, you know I talked about you with that. It's happening, okay? It's just taking some time. There's a new beginning coming. If somebody here is watching me and they are in love with a Scorpio or an Aries, keep in mind, Scorpio can very well be a Saggy in tropical, and Aries could very well be a Pisces in tropical. But I am seeing Scorpio and Aries, but it could be Saggy, Pisces too, okay? But what I see is you're either dealing with this person, you're fighting for a new beginning, but you feel very defeated. I feel like you have some struggles here standing up for yourself. Confidence is an issue. And you just feel like their voice is bigger and better. You feel like they think they're more important than you. They're on top of you. They tell you how it is, when it is, how this is going to go. You feel very controlled by your people, okay, whoever this is. You feel like they rule the roost, not you, and this frustrates you, and this angers you, and instead of you lashing out because of your trauma and hurt, you don't want to rock the boat. So you'd rather just die to self and say, fine, go ahead, do what you wanted to do, say what you wanted to say. I feel very defeated, okay, and I feel very numb. Can you ask questions? Yes. Yes, just give me, if it's not too long, I'm still doing the reading, but yes, we can ask questions. If you want, you can wait till I'm done with this little reading, and then we can, okay? So anyways, you might be dealing with this person, all right? And what is going on in your past? Well, the past. The past is in the past. The past with this person is some things never got brought up. You've had a lot of control and a lid on the past. Okay, your person probably didn't realize a lot of your history well into the relationship for many of you. Not all of you, but many of you. Some of these deep, dark feelings just were not shared. I do feel that you have shared with this person, especially if you've been with them for 20 years. Okay, if you've been married for 20 years or you have adult children, you know, you've shared with them your history, okay? You've already opened up the past. And especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, okay? But you've opened it up and you've shared, okay? And you were fine, I feel, for like 20 years of your life. You were fine. You know, you seemed like you were so busy, put together, and busy taking care of a home and a family and work and career. But I feel like whoever I'm reading for here right now, as of recently, the past just got brought up to you. As of recently, the past is just creeping up. And it's like, God, I've been fine, but lately, it's just being brought up. Why is that, person who's watching my channel? Well, it seems to me like you're ascending. It seems to me like your spirit is in the midst of working its way through the chakras, and you're hitting home in the heart chakra and the throat chakra, and you're trying to work your way up through this. You know, you need confidence, all right? You're working your way up, but there's some healing in the past that need to be dealt with, and chances are that's what's happening to you right now. If some of these memories are coming up through dreams or feelings, or maybe they're just, you know, cry fests. You might have a cry out. I like to call them a freak out every now and then. I might just freak out out of nowhere. And it's because you feel like you've matured. Remember, the King of Pentacles is a mature person. This is an older person, okay? You've already gone through a lifetime. You've already gone through this. And here you are, and you need to address some of the issues from your past, which we've already talked about, okay? Now, and someone said, I forgave my parents. And you. That's great. But like I was mentioning earlier in the video, if this doesn't resonate for you, it doesn't have to. But there's a little bit more to healing than forgiveness. There is a change in patterns. and there is a release. So if you've done all of the above, you've changed any old karmic patterns or cycles, and you've released those feelings. So if you were to bring it up today, it wouldn't make you cry, it wouldn't break you down, it wouldn't hurt you. If you are at that place where those things do not break you, then you're good. Then this reading is a past reading for you. But if those things are affecting you today, to where you are having those freakouts, to where you are having meltdowns, you are having an over-emotional sensation, because most of the time you're numb, and then when it gets brought up, it's brought up and the cat's out of the bag and it's hard to deal with, then this is for you. Let's see what else is happening. So in your current position, more Scorpio energy. I swear you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Or Saggy, Pisces, Libra, just saying. But wow, so here we are. Walking away, cutting people out. Virgo energy is also very prominent here. Walking away, cutting them out. Sorry, not going to tolerate your crap. This is a cycle. This is something that you do often. About every 5 weeks, you're going to find a cycle of arguing. Okay, because you seem perfectly fine on the outside. You're put together. You're beautiful, handsome. You got a good job. You have a nice home. Okay, maybe even a really good looking car. You're out there talking with people, you know. You're living you. You're doing you. You're looking really good. You're focusing on healing. A lot of you, here's the problem. Well, not the problem. Here's the answer. You just started really getting into meditation within the past year. Really getting into meditation, especially within the past 8 months. You've just you finally bought that Gaia channel thing. You finally went to that yoga class, or you finally started following meditation gurus. You're finally looking into your past life regression. You know, you just started really opening up this can of spiritual awareness. And because you've opened up this little spiritual, so now you're realizing, damn it, back and heal this crap. Spirit, I want to be one. I want to be together. I want to be healed. I want to be whole. I want to be successful. And I want to be my best version of my best self. And Spirit said, okay, you got it, dude. And now it's like, quit running from your past. Quit running from those feelings. Quit running from the people you need to address. Quit running from those thoughts. Quit blocking out what happened to you. Quit avoiding your emotions. This is walking away from emotions, plain and simple. All right? Quit running and quit scaring people off, because you have deep-rooted and seated emotions that need to be addressed. Now, keep in mind, if everyone's watching, this is not a typical twin flame soulmate reading. This is a reading for everyone. This is just something I want to do on my channel for anyone, for even married people, for happily married people, for grandparents, for children, for anyone. These little videos I'm going to be doing once a week are to heal anyone. So this is not specific to a loving journey, okay? So it doesn't matter how old you are here. You have issues and it's affecting your personal relationships. You are having arguments with your children because they're triggering things inside of you, like abandonment, like not being loved, not being valued, not being appreciated, not being seen, and not being heard. What I'm hearing is, and this could be a woman, but it's a feminine energy. What I'm hearing is things like this happen in the home. And this could be you, this could be your mother, this could be your friend, whoever this resonates for you in your life. But I'm hearing this person say, don't talk to me like that. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're thinking about me. How dare you disrespect me in my home? Go ahead and leave. You don't love me anyways. I don't need you. I will not tolerate your abuse. I will not tolerate your attitude towards me after all I've done. I will not tolerate what you said or what you did. Even if it's a child, I will not tolerate that look, that way you treat me. You can get out of my house now and do not return. You're not my kid anymore. You're not my spouse anymore. It's divorce time. Divorce, separation. I will not tolerate this marriage any longer. What I am seeing here is someone that has those walls, has those barriers. Do not cross them because I am wounded. And oh my God, all of a sudden I felt like I was going to faint. All of a sudden, just now, I felt like I was going to fall out of my chair, like I got dizzy and disoriented and faint. I feel like someone could be experiencing faint after they've cut someone out. They feel lost, dazed, confused. What do I do now? What just happened? You don't know what to do. And this person is at that point drawing at straws, grasping at straws, anything to keep it together. Anything to keep it together. And there's a vice, there's something they can turn to, whether it's medicinal, this is Virgo energy, whether it's medicinal, whether it's drinking, whether it's friends, whether it's sex, whether it's TV, overeating, oversleeping, whatever it is. It's like, I have to have something cure me right now. I can't do it on my own. Nope, can't do it. And this is when God steps in. And they're saying, you are strong enough. You are capable enough. We need to face this head on. We're going to face this. You're not alone. You have archangels, guides, and ascended masters. Fight, baby. Fight. You're a fighter. You were a fighter when you were a kid. Keep fighting. And you're telling Spirit, please don't, please. I am scared. I don't want to remember that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to think about that. Don't bring me back to that place. Stop. Do not bring me back to that place. Please. I got over that years ago. But there's Archangel Gabriel saying, you're not alone this time. I'm with you. I'm with you. And you're saying, I don't trust that. Where were you when I needed you? Where were you when I was an innocent child and could not defend myself? Where was anyone and where were you? Least of all, where were you? Where the fuck were you? Do you know how many times I cried out as a little kid? Do you know how many times I cried on my pillow? How unsafe I felt, how used and abused I felt in my youth? How I cried out and was neglected and no one gave a damn and I wanted to take my own life because I wasn't valuable enough. And now that I'm on top and now that I'm stable and now that I'm grounded and founded in who I am, you want to tear me down? You want me to go back to that place? Hell no. And Spirit's saying, yes, hell yes, you need to fight. It's not over. It's not done. If you want to ascend, if you sent this message to ascend, if you sent this message to heal, if you sent this message for your twin lover, for your soulmate, for your children, for the next passing through this life, if you sent a message that you want to take this karma out, that you want to take this healing out, that you want this out of your body, you want that darkness, you want that shame, you want that regret, you want that pain, you want that unworthiness, you want to stop telling yourself you're not worthy every time someone gives you that look. You want to quit telling yourself you're not good enough every time you give someone an idea and they disagree. You want to quit beating yourself up every time someone undervalues you. You want to know who you are. You asked. You knocked, and I answered. And this is going to be the hardest part. This is going to be the fight. This is going to be a testing of your faith. This is going to be an act of forgiveness because now, today, you don't just have to forgive your offender. You have to forgive God and your angels. You have to understand why this shit happens. And there's a lot involved in that little bubble. Because hurt people hurt people. And you have to understand that the people that hurt you were hurt. They were damaged. They were dark. You have to understand that there is darkness in this world. And no one is privy to not experiencing some of that. You have to understand that some people are born here to experience more pain than others because you have a purpose to bring those that are like you out of the dark. And because you asked for an ascension, because you asked for healing, because you asked for your purpose, you have to go back and you have to deal with this. And you have to fight for you, and you have to fight for your faith. And you have to kill this karmic cycle once and for all. And that is the purpose. Instead of pushing them away and walking away and escaping these feelings and numbing yourself, you are now being asked to be strong, to have faith, to be the cure to your illness and the cure to your pain. Because the universe is inside of you. God is inside of you. The angels are inside of you. Your spirit guides are with you. And as soon as you have that epiphany, you know I was with you the entire time. Spirit wants you to know He was with you when the monster did what they did. He was with you when those monsters made you see what you saw, feel what you felt. And how life has balance and how difficult it is to bear. And God wants you to know, do you know how difficult it is to bear good and evil, dark and light? Do you know how difficult it is to bear that there is no light without dark? There is no healing without pain. There is no truth without lies. I'm sorry that you felt this. But this is a cycle of life. You've experienced a very dark, very, very dark part of it. You are now a beautiful light. You are so vibrant. You are so bright. You are leading people to Him, to Spirit, to God, to what is good, to what is beautiful, to what is healing. You are this now. You wouldn't be this now without who you were. You wouldn't be this now. And you have come out like the phoenix rising. You are handling it. You will die to that self of the past. And you will have your new beginning, and you will be the light and the leader and the teacher and the voice in the world for the voiceless. You will see the monsters even though they think they're lurking and hiding in the crowds. Your intuition is spot on because you've experienced what monsters are. You know how to spot them and protect others. You are the soldiers of today. You are the police officers of today. You are the social workers of today. You are those nurses of today. You are those intuitive light workers that go out into this world full of darkness and evil. And because you've been with me in the dark, dear one, because you've seen those monsters, you're going to pick them out and you're going to save and you're going to protect and you're going to heal. And I need you. I need your eyes and I need your heart. But more importantly, I need you healed so we can get to work. So don't be scared and quit numbing yourself because you are the strong person I always knew you would be. So feel it and heal it and let it go. Give it to me. I'm going to transmute that energy, says the Lord. Give it to me. I'm going to take that. But I need you to give it to me freely. I'm not going to take it from you. I'm not going to go in and perform a surgery and magically heal you. This needs to come from you. You need to hand it to me. You need to go in and do the surgery on yourself. You need to go deep. You need to go really deep. Handle what you need to handle. You're strong enough for this. You were born for this. You were reincarnated in this life with this astrology chart because you were the only one that could do this. You were made for this and you can handle this. And are you still here today? Then you're strong enough. Let's see what's coming in your future. God, man, seriously, Spirit just can't get any better. He just can't get any better. Thank you, God. Thank you. You have the Tower in reverse, and it just makes me want to cry because you're going to turn that ugly, toxic shit from your past, and you are going to tell it no more, and it's never going to affect you the way it ever did again. That tower's in the past, baby. You are conquering that tower. The tower will not conquer you. That is it. Goodbye, tower. Goodbye, tower. You do not have control over my life anymore. Goodbye, monster. You do not creep in on me in my mind anymore. You do not infiltrate my family. You will not infiltrate my marriage. You will not infiltrate my home. You will not violate my body or my mind or my soul ever again. I am the master of my universe and the leader of my life. And I will take myself into victory. And I will kick that toxic, karmic soul's ass. And you will heal and you will forgive and you will transmute that darkness and turn it into light. And there you go off into the world, healing others, protecting others, being a voice for the voiceless. You are a soldier of light. And you are an angel on this earth. Don't you ever, once you have conquered this demon, don't you ever tell yourself you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, you're not strong enough, you're not loved enough, you're not wanted enough, because God, let me tell you, you are absolutely the opposite. You are absolutely needed on this earth. You are absolutely wanted on this earth. You are absolutely needed by those who need you. You need to see that. And it starts by getting out of the shell, out of this vision of this cloud that you're not any of those things. Tell them they're all lies and to go back to hell where they came from. Go back to the dark where you came from. I am worthy. I am strong. I am healed. I am not defeated. In fact, I'm not even broken and beautiful. I'm not broken. I'm perfect. I'm perfectly perfect in this world, in this incarnation, in this body now. I am perfect now. I'm done. And this tower will not haunt me or rule me anymore. Ever again. You took back the power. This is a true transmutation of energy. Someone crept into the innocence and the vulnerability of a child. Someone violated a very precious, helpless energy. They preyed on it like beasts in the dark, like demonic demons from hell. They abused their power and their authority. Do not think justice doesn't come for those. Do not think karma doesn't come for those. Believe me, you don't know anything about soul torment until you're one of those people. You're the strongest of the strong, not the weakest. And you're the wisest of the wise. Just because you've been pushing people away and closing doors in people's faces and running away from these feelings and cutting people off, just because you've done that does not make you weak. It doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make you anything that you're not supposed to be. This is your process. The people around you love you. Your children, your lover, they love you. Your spouse loves you. These are just issues and ghosts from your past. They haunt you, but you're done. Let's see what Spirit sees coming into your future. The Emperor, I mean, can it get any better? This is you. Could be an Aries, but it's more than that. It's the soldier, the fighter, the victor, the winner, the complete leader of the zodiac, the man, the energy that takes him through the war and succeeds. The Emperor rules all things, but more than that, the Emperor has control over an empire and control over his or her life. You're in control, and God sees and Spirit sees that in the future, you take back control. That's why this is in reverse. You're the emperor of your life. You're the ruler of your life. You are the universe. You are God in you. You are powerful, strong, and you are a protector. But never be an abuse of power. Always remember the people that had this power over you abused it. There's one thing you're going to have to watch in this energy, person. When you're the emperor, you cannot toss around your energy. You cannot toss around your love and threaten your love in and out. You cannot threaten stability and for people, manipulate them with money, manipulate them with power. Don't abuse your power. Don't abuse the authority you've been given over your life. Don't be a bully. Don't be mean. Don't be controlling. Watch over people with loving eyes. And be the father and the protector you know you deserve. Be the father and the protector you know God is. Be that person in your world. Love, nurture, protect, support. Be grounded. Always be grounded. You are perfect. You are so perfect, and you're perfectly placed right now in this present moment to know that, to accept it, and to breathe it in and to go, yes, I am, and it is so. What do I see coming in your future? The Page of Swords. This is a message, information coming your way, and Queen of Wands. This is going to be some communication with a female intuitive, could be a healer, a therapist, a coach, a guru, someone that wants to teach you something and help you heal. This could be a healer, okay? This could be definitely a healer of some sorts, a Reiki healer, possibly, a therapist, an aunt, someone that will help you nurture your heart. It's a very beautiful energy, someone that has a heart for you and a heart for the youth. This could even be a friend. You could be meeting someone like-minded, okay, very like-minded, that has the same ideas as you for a future. And I see you planning some kind of venture in the future to help those in need. I see you helping children, Page of Swords. I see you helping children that hold back all these emotions and feelings from abuse. I see you stepping in and being a voice. Maybe you're going to start going to school to be that counselor. Maybe you're going to do something to help the youth. Maybe you're going to be a voice. Maybe you're going to write a book. This is Gemini energy, Libra energy, even Aquarius. You're going to start writing about your past, possibly, and publishing it. Maybe you're just going to say your story, and you're gathering up the information on how to do it. This is about gathering information and doing something about it, okay? Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, Emperor, action. You're going to take action to what was done. Some of you might even be coming outright with your story, okay? Spirit, what do you see happening in this person's future with their family? Ten of Swords in reverse. No more fighting. As soon as you start healing yourself and actually dealing with your root issues, oh my God, it's like magic. All the problems and fights between you guys, all the fights at home and fights with your spouse and accusations and arguments and disappointments and stress, gone. It's like, God, let's blow our nose and clear this out now, please. Yes. What else do you see? Oh, the moon. The moon is here about emotions, testing, subconscious thoughts, dreams. What I see happening, though, is the mother. The moon is the Cancerian sign, but it's the mother, you know, the divine feminine of the tarot cards. And it's all about exploring your emotions. They're finally coming to the surface. That little crustacean back there, that little crab, what's supposed to be a crab, but it's a crustacean, Cancer energy, by the way, is coming to the surface. See how he's coming out of the water? Your emotions are coming out of the depths. All those secret feelings and memories, they're all coming to the surface. It's like, boop, I'm a little baby. I'm right out on the surface, exposed, vulnerable. That's okay. You're healing those hidden feelings. You're finally moving forward, healing that, getting rid of it. Let's see what else we have for you. Whoops, with your family. Wow, 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups. You're realizing how many options you have now. All the things you wanted to do, all the things you wanted to say. Yeah, you're thinking a little bit about wasted time. Why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I fix myself sooner? Quit beating yourself up. 10 of Wands, knock it off. You have plenty of options now. Your life is alive and vibrant and in front of you. Quit telling yourself it's over. Life is just starting. You're fresh, you're new, you're vibrant. You're the Fool. Hello, first card of the zodiac. You died to that self. Remember that old grouchy, upset, hurt, wounded person? Hell to the no. You are the Fool now. You are ready for the new beginnings, and life is at your feet. In fact, you have so many options, you don't know what to do with. Wow, which one do I pick? What do I say now? What do I pick now? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You're letting go. Wow, I think one of the first things you're going to leave behind is financial worries, okay? Financial worries are not going to be a concern. If you've been hanging on, very Virgo too, by the way, just hanging on to your money, thinking that was going to do it. Nope. You're free as a bird. Free as a bird. You've let all things go. You're ready to move on, move forward. Free as a bird. There's nothing holding you back now, guys. Nothing holding you back now. 6 of Wands. Victory. Do the victory lap. Yep, I did it. Victory lap. Victory lap. I did it. Yep, that was me. I overcame that monster. I overcame that tower. Yep, that's me. I'm a badass now. I have overcome my darkest nights. I've defeated the darkest of demons. I know my truth. I know who I am. I'm strong and I'm beautiful. The only thing that lies ahead of me now is rainbows and happiness. You know what that's called, guys? Justice. Now you deserve the gold at the end of the rainbow. Now you deserve peace and happiness and healing and carefree worries. Now you deserve love. Now you deserve all these things. You deserve it now. You know what's going to come in for you? Security, your own business, your own life. Everything that you want is yours. That's what's going to come to you now. The world is your oyster. What do you want? Pick one. You want to travel? Go. You want to go back to school? Go. You want to open up an organization? Do it. You want to buy 1,000 houses and travel the world? Go do it. You want to be financially independent and free? Own your own business? Do it. You want to be a teacher or a preacher? Do it. You want to be a healer? Do it. Whatever you want, you're going to do it. You are free now. The only thing that's a problem is figuring out which one you want to do. Because I have a feeling after all this healing and after this huge transformation, honey, whoo, that's the biggest problem. Damn, you have so many things you want to do. I just can't pick. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I want to do them all. Maybe I want to write a book, be a teacher, be a preacher, have 1,000 houses, travel, heal, and grow, and enjoy this life. Maybe I want to go to Hawaii. Maybe I want to go to Egypt. Maybe I want to go to Peru. Maybe I want to go do skydiving. I don't know. Maybe it's everything. It's everything and it's anything. And it's yours. Don't let that monster keep any more of a chain on you. You're free. Okay? So that's it for the reading, guys. 10 of Cups at the bottom. Let's just leave it there, huh? My biggest thing for you guys is to just breathe. Take your suffering in. I would recommend you to get someone. There's a feminine energy heal here. Heal is for a reason. Maybe you need a healer, okay? There are steps that you need to learn about and take for your healing. It's not just a quick video, although, hey, if I did it for you, high five to me. I'm just saying, take the steps you're guided to take for your healing process. You're being called to do it. It is getting brought up in the past. You found this channel for a reason. You heard this message for a reason, and you have a purpose. And I think Spirit's saying, you've been knocking at my door for a long time. I heard you, and I love you, and I've always been here, and you're mine. And you're beautiful, and you're so perfect. I'm so happy you're home. I'm so happy you found me. I'm so happy you came to me. I'm so happy you didn't get lost. You knew where I was, didn't you? You knew where I was all along. Welcome home. And you're home. Right where you need to be. At the perfect time. Okay, enough with the tears and waterworks. I'm going to give you a beautiful oracle message from my new little, I forgot what they call these, whatever. These are just cute little messages. If I can even find them. Yes, I will find them, damn it. I'm determined. I'm not going anywhere till I find these damn cards. You better get over here. Where are you? There you are, hiding. Okay. All right, so we're going to get a beautiful message for you with this. Put that down. Okay. Spirit, what message do you want to give these beautiful angels on this channel right now? What do you want to say to them? How much do you love them? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? We're dying. We want to know. We don't want you to go away. We want to hear what you have to say. Okay. Great works are performed not by strength, but perseverance. Great works. Not by your strength, but your perseverance. This is a message for those people that you feel weak and you haven't been strong enough. The ones that have cried and suffered and maybe fallen down with a lot of vices. It's not your strength that's being counted here today, guys. Your perseverance to continue to heal through it all. Whatever little vices you've overcome and had, it's not that strength that you had suffered because you fell down a few times. Because you suffered in your life not withstanding certain vices that were your numbers. It's your perseverance that got you here today. And that is a great work. The bottom message is, what you do today can improve all of your tomorrows. So who cares about yesterday? Who cares about last week, last year, and the last 2 decades? Hey, just saying, for some people. Maybe it's 3 decades. I don't know. Maybe it's more. But the point is, what you do right now is going to change tomorrow. Has nothing to do with yesterday. Let's get another one. Can you give me one more? One more for those watching. One more for those watching, please. Okay. If you want to succeed, you should strike out on new paths rather than travel on the paths of accepted success. I like that. Your path is like nobody else's. You're not going to find somebody that has the same story as you. You're not going to find someone that has the same experience as you. If you want to succeed, you need to go on your own path. You need to travel on a path for your own specific success. Don't go down the beaten path of everyone else's little 12-step programs and all that, although it might help for some people. You're going to customize your own path, whether that be meditation, yoga, healing, giving, volunteer work, whatever it may be for you. It's your path. It doesn't have to fit the bill for anyone else. You know what you need to do. And the bottom card says, this is above all. This above all, to refuse to be a victim. Look at that. This above all, refuse to be a victim any longer. You are not a victim of your abuse. You're a survivor. You are not a victim of pain. You are a survivor of pain. You are a leader through the dark, not a victim. So quit telling yourself anything other than that. Spirit, let's go ahead and get a message for their lover. How about that? Everyone's here for love. What does your husband, wife, lover have to say to you? How do they feel about you? What do they want to say about you? Wounded person, what does your love want to say? What does your love want to say to you? From their higher self, of course. What does their inner self and higher self want to say? Oops. Put these away. I got 4 of them, okay? I've come here with no expectations, only to profess now that I am at liberty to do so, and that my heart is and always will be yours. From Sense and Sensibility. Your person has no expectations for you to be this beauty queen, this hero, this savior, this perfect person. They have no expectations. They don't expect you to be anything but what you are. They just want you to know they love you and they're going nowhere. Their heart is always yours, and you know it. Ditto from Ghost. I feel some of you may have lost someone that is in heaven. It could be an ex-spouse. It could be an old high school fling. It could be someone that's just not there anymore. They love you. They've always loved you, and they're going to see you on the other side. And just like the movie Ghost, they may not have been able to express themselves to you. And they always say ditto. But what they really want to say is, I do love you. But you know their quirks. And for the person that's still alive, and this is your lover, and they're still alive today, they may not express themselves and say what they need to say and confess to you with all these romantic words of their love and undying affection. But they want you to know they're with you. They're your twin. They're your buddy. They're your shadow. Ditto. Whatever you do, I do. Whatever you feel, I feel. I'm with you. You're not alone. Ditto. Some of them may have experienced what you're experiencing. For some few of you, you guys may be a twin, possibly, and your pain and your past and your history may be very similar to the path of your lover. They may have deep secrets. They may have abuse in their history. They may have some kind of childhood pain that afflicts them in the same way it afflicts you today. And you're both on this journey together, and you will both get through this together. But they are also in the same boat, so they're saying ditto. I know how you feel. I've been down almost the same road. The next card is from Dracula. I have crossed oceans of time to find you. Oceans of time. This person that you love has been a soulmate. This person that you love has been there with you many lifetimes ago, and they found you again, didn't they? And they understand you, and they love you, and they'll be there for you. The next one is Let's Stay Together by Al Green. Maybe that's an old song. Maybe it's just a message. Maybe it's just 3 little words, but it's a promise. Your lover desires you. Your lover doesn't want to lose you. Your lover doesn't want you out of their life. No matter how many times you threaten divorce and walking away and ending this, no matter how many times that threat's gone out the window, the truth is, I want you to stay with me forever. I want to grow old with you. I want to share a home with you and a life with you. And I don't just want to share this one. I want to share the next one. I want us to stay together. I'll never leave you. Please don't leave me. Oh my gosh, now I'm going to cry. The last message is the best is yet to come. Seriously, tears. Like, I'm just done. That card just did it for me. That topped me off right there on the whole little heart meter. The best is yet to come. Oh my God, so many just, and that's why you had the Six of Wands. Victory, success. Victory lap, victory lap. The best is yet to come. You may have had a shitty life, but that's because it's just getting good. Funny though, huh? Just when you little negative Nellies thought it couldn't get any worse. Life is over. You've just been down, life's been down the shitter. Just when you thought, what is there for me? Maybe you've reached a certain age, a pinnacle of your life. Maybe, you've hit that 50, or maybe you've hit that 60. Maybe you feeling like it's over. My life has just been wasted. Spirit's saying, are you cuckoo? Are you really just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Oh no, honey, it's just getting good. Really good. I'm talking wealth good, happiness good, freedom good, peace good, business good, family good, joyful good. It's just getting good. The best of your life is yet to come, honey. All that hard work was not for nothing. It's time to reap the benefits. And let's get a message from, call my name. Who is it? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Give me an oracle. Yes, the sacred geometry. It's calling my name. Last one. And I'm going to go. Spirit, give me an oracle card for this beautiful soul watching this channel. What do you want to say? Give me a message. Prosperity jumped out at me, but I don't know if I should keep it. It didn't fall. I'm going to keep it. It didn't fall, but I just jumped out, but I'm going to keep it. Okay. One more then, Spirit. One more. All right, Merkaba. And look what the hell card is staring at me at the bottom. I swear, this card is a stalker. This damn card is a stalker. Conception. At the bottom. Look at you, little stalker. Always stalking me every reading. I tell you guys, man, if you guys are traditional soul family here that watch me a lot, you know that damn Conception card is a stalker. Anyways, I just got to say hello to my Conception card every time I pull this deck out, apparently. Okay, let's move forward here. All right, so Merkaba is the number 32, a divine number for change, and it says the frequency of the Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our success to our Akashic inheritance as well. And your Akashic inheritance is a wealth of knowledge from your past lives and now and your future, just saying. Merging with the totality of your experiences, hello, into your present moment to serve your highest purpose. This is the true balance of divine feminine and divine masculine energy. This Merkaba is both male and female. This is like God's chariot. And this is the chariot in the Bible. They talked about the chariot that was led by the angels with the 4 faces and the wings and all that stuff. The Merkaba is a spiritual vessel. It's almost like an orb. It brings your body wherever you want it to go, your spiritual body, okay? This is a vehicle from this dimension to the next. And it's a frequency. And the green represents your heart. The turquoise represents your highest heart's intentions, close to your throat chakra, which is living your truth. Okay, and the yellow and red and purple is all that confidence and strength and perseverance. Okay, and the purple is your intuition. It's your higher knowing, and I'll read that to you, hopefully very quickly. And it says, the word Merkaba can be loosely translated as the chariot. It refers to the human light body and the energy field. Around all humans is generated the quantum parts of your DNA. Therefore, this is a field and it's quantum as well. And it is the field where we communicate with our consciousness and where our Akashic records are stored. It's your aura. The human Akasha can be described as the total history of everything that a human being has experienced on planet Earth, held as an energy in the etheric field around you as a human being. Okay, so I just had a channeling from Spirit about that specific message. The reason this card came out, remember when I talked about you wanting to ascend and asking Spirit to take you to your highest version of your highest self? If this Merkaba represents your Akashic records, and it's your aura, and it's your field, and it's your chariot, if you cannot move on a chariot, if your chariot is stagnant, because sitting in your auric field is these memories and these events that happened in your life, and if they're not transmuted into a light energy, healed and released, this chariot can't get up and go. There's no ascension going on. And so this auric field, this Akashic field, which is your chariot, needs to be dealt with. And that's why it's so important. The energy field has a geometric shape of a star, the Tehedron, which consists of two equalized sized interlocking fields of the Tehedra, the pyramids, with a common center. Through the counter-spinning of these fields while breathing certain patterns, it is believed that we can change or move our perception of reality into another dimension. This is why the Merkaba is believed to be the vehicle that allows us to travel through different times and dimensions. The upward Tehedron is the activation that refers to the masculine aspect. Its fiery colors indicate power, presence, direction, emperor energy. The light coming out of its corners refers to the capacity to direct energy to the places it needs to go. And the downward Tehedron refers to the feminine aspect, deep, dark, and mysterious, emotional, with spirals that indicate the flowing nature of the feminine. When these two opposing forces come together in perfect union and in harmony, the Merkaba activates itself to full potential. So another message came to me, and this is going to be specific for twin flames and divine soulmates. When you and your twin get to this place of perfect balance, union happens. And it's not just balance, it's healing. When you and your twin get here, in the Akashic records at the same time, divine timing, when you're placed perfectly together, union happens. And it's the ascension, and you guys are going to ascend together. So the only thing standing in your way right now from union is you. And it's the healing inside of you. And that's what the message is with that card, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read prosperity, which is beautiful. Prosperity, abundance. Hello, Emperor. Yes. I love all the colors. This is a new one I haven't pulled yet. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, and soul and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches the universe is dying to give you. Believe me, they can't wait. Like, wow, you thought there was a limit? You thought there was a barrier to your asking? Good gravy, there's a wealth of giving that is going to be happening. There is a wealth of prosperity awaiting you, my love, and no one deserves it more. No one deserves it more, honey. Please, I am so glad you're watching this channel. No one deserves it more. You need to know that. And I know you don't hold yourself in a high enough esteem yet, but you will. And no one deserves the glory and the prosperity more than you. So indulge, my love, indulge. Completely indulge. Okay, let's see what's going on with 36. Because remember, when you're provided for and you are successful, you're able to provide for others. Whatever you get, you give. And whatever you give, you get. It's an endless circle of life. Just saying. Okay. The new energy is asking us to revisit and redefine how we want to perceive many human concepts to help us. recreate a reality that reflects a new, more expanded consciousness. The way we perceive and experience our state of prosperity is important to the creation of our new reality. I'm going to say that slow. I have people that really need me to just say it slow to understand. The way in which you perceive and experience prosperity, which is wealth, health, and happiness, the way you are experiencing it and looking at it is very important to the creation of this new reality. So believe me, what you think about wealth, what you think about health, and what you think about happiness, and the way you experience it now is going to have some kind of a weight and a deciding factor on what this new prosperity coming in is going to be for you. So keep that in mind. The word prosperity originates from the Latin word prosperius, which means doing well. But this entails much more than just financial wellness. The original meaning encompassed the totality of well-being, including your health and happiness, as well as our success. Sadly, it seems we have lost this meaning over time. We have grown accustomed to measuring our success and thus our prosperity by the reflection of your bank account. The new energy invites us to reconsider your feelings of joy and love and compassion and the connection deep within yourself to others, in addition, not only in addition, to the fulfillment of the more mundane and physical needs, yes, the bank account. All are part of a sense of prosperity. Because like I said, when you get, you give, and it goes in the circle of life. In this activation, the abundance of rich, deep, and vibrant colors refers to the abundance of experiences that the universe provides in any given moment, and the experience that resonate with all parts of your being and activate energy centers, such as chakras, in your body. The swirling movements indicate the constant change that is at the core of the human experience. The predominantly green and turquoise colors indicate the importance of letting all these experiences flow through the heart center, where we can connect them to our inner truth and express them to the external world. The forest in the background and the double of the squares support the activation of prosperity on the level of the earthly plane and in our daily lives, so that all of our needs are fulfilled, those on the emotional and spiritual plane, as well as the ones that ensure our physical survival and well-being. The flowers at the corner represent beautiful potential for new life, new possibilities, new riches, and growths from each new moment. And the number 8 is the manifestation number. Ooh, I like that. We've been getting a lot of 8s, guys. I like that. To our capacity to create our reality and our prosperity on this earth plane through the open heart and clear focused intent. So try this. Take a moment. Go inside and contemplate, what does prosperity mean for you? Do you feel prosperous? Question. How are you prosperous? What areas would you like to be more prosperous? Take a moment, write down everything and everyone that enriches your life, and notice how long your list really is. That leads me to the ending of gratitude. Be thankful, everybody. Thankful that you're still alive. Thankful that you're here today. Thankful that you have another day to make a beautiful future. Thankful that you're healing. Thankful that you're able to heal others. Thankful for your family and everything you have. Thankful for the losses and the wins. Thankful for you. If you don't love who you are today, right now, how are you going to last an eternity with this soul? This body is just a suit. Nothing but a sack of bones. Your soul is everlasting and eternal. Think about the healing today in this life that will nurture and grow your soul for the next and the next. Nurture your soul as the ever young child it always will be, eager to learn, eager to grow, eager to be happy and please and grow and help others grow. Just eager for new experiences. Your soul has a long way to go. Let's not hinder it with sadness and darkness and despair. Let's give it a lift. Let's give it a vibrant push and shove forward in the right direction for prosperity, so you now in this body can experience all the gifts and fruits that the Lord God wants to give you, all the gifts of the universe and all the beautiful creations that are flowing from your mind and your heart, all the good things waiting to be given and enjoyed, all the pleasure, all the passion, all the smiles, all the sunshine. Don't think about the number of days you have. Don't think about the future and when it's going to end. Think about how you're going to keep living. How long are you going to push this life to get the best out of it, to squeeze the nectar that you have right now and taste the sweetness that you're able to taste and see and feel and touch? Take it all in. You're worthy. Don't feel guilty. You're worthy. Now's your time to shine. So I hope you guys have a happy new outlook on your life. And I hope that you take a moment to heal yourself and your past. And if you guys need help, don't feel, bad to email me. I'm happy to guide you. I don't have any readings open yet till September because I'm catching up on my personals. But I am always here for an email if I can get to them. It may not be fast, but I will, to guide you. And if you guys have suggestions on future videos, self-help videos that you might want me to do, specific areas of your life, please leave that in the comments and I'll consider one of those for next time. Okay, and I'll channel those energies for those situations. Okay, and don't forget this Queen of Wands, this spiritual person out there. This could be a daughter, this could be a sister, this could be a friend, this could be a teacher or a guru or someone out there for you that wants to help. Don't forget to accept help if it's offered. You don't have to do this on your own, although I think you're quite capable. But there's a helping hand, so take it. All right, guys. Well, that is this beautiful video. I don't even know what it is. It's a reading and it's a talk. It's Let's Talk. So I'm probably going to title my future videos Let's Talk, and I'll have specific titles of what I'm going to be discussing for those videos. But from now on, once a week, I'll have a Let's Talk video. Okay, and we'll just see what the good Lord has to say in each one of those. I love you. Thank you for watching. Remember, your life is a journey. It's not a destination. So just keep swimming. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Have a blessed, beautiful night.